Jen and Michael thought one of the kids was sneaking food at night, but the children insisted it wasn't them. Every morning, crumbs were scattered near the table, and strange paw prints marked the floor. Their little Labrador, Rusty, behaved normally during the day, playful, affectionate, running after his toys, but at night his behavior changed. He often disappeared, only to return later and curl up in his basket, sighing so sadly that it made their hearts ache. One night, Michael decided to find out what was happening. In the dead of night, he heard a faint rustling and, trying not to make a sound, cracked open the bedroom door. In the dim glow of the street lamp, he saw Rusty slowly creeping across the kitchen, carefully reaching for the edge of the table where leftovers from dinner remained, taking a chicken leg in his teeth, and silently slipping out the door. The next morning, Jen and Michael searched the entire house, but there was no hidden food in Rusty's basket, under the couch, or in any of the corners. Where was he taking it? They decided to set up a night vision camera. When they sat down to watch the footage the next day, their hearts stopped. Rusty crept toward the back door, which they never locked. He easily and quietly pressed the handle with his paw, opening the door before disappearing into the night. The next camera, set up outside, captured him running across the yard toward the far end of the property. There, under an old oak tree, he gently placed the food on the ground and stepped back, wagging his tail. Jen covered her mouth with her hand. Michael. They recognized the spot. That was where their old Labrador, Marley, used to have his doghouse. A few months ago he had passed away, and they had buried him under that very tree. Jen and Michael exchanged glances. Rusty wasn't just stealing food, he was bringing it to his friend. He was waiting, hoping. Every night, he returned to that spot, placing small pieces of food in the grass and stepping aside, as if expecting Marley to emerge from the shadows of the trees at any moment. Tears streamed down Jen's face. Michael swallowed hard, exhaling heavily. Slowly, they got up, walked to the closet, and took out Marley's old, worn-out toy, his favorite plush teddy bear, the one he had carried in his mouth all his life. That night, as Rusty once again made his way to the oak tree, Jen and Michael quietly followed him. Rusty placed the piece of food down, sat next to it, and watched the darkness, waiting. Jen knelt beside him, gently set Marley's toy down next to him, and stroked the puppy's head. Rusty froze. He stared at the toy for a long moment, then carefully took it in his mouth, and lay down beside it, resting his paws on the teddy bear. At that moment they understood. Love, loyalty, and memory live longer than life itself.